Hello friends, this is Jennifer Terri and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we have updates about travel restrictions in the Philippines. So we're just approaching the new year and we are welcome with travel restrictions. So the first one with UK travel ban is extended. So the Philippine president has extended for another 2 weeks the ban on flights from the UK over the new reported COVID strain. So all foreign nationals coming from the UK or even those who merely transited through the UK airports 14 days before arriving to the Philippines are restricted, okay, are not allowed entry. So this travel ban affects foreign nationals coming from the UK. To be clear, Filipino citizens coming from the UK are not affected from this ban. Okay, this has been made clear by the Bureau of Immigration Commissioner Jaime Morente that Filipinos are still allowed to enter the Philippines coming from the UK. Okay, so this travel ban only affects foreign nationals. Next is our new update is that travelers from countries with the UK COVID strain variant to undergo 14 days quarantine. Okay, so the President Rodrigo Duterte approved the recommendations of the Department of Health for the strict mandatory 14 days quarantine for travelers coming from countries or areas that report the COVID-19 new variant. So this includes Hong Kong, Singapore, and Australia. So regardless of the RT-PCR, the COVID test result, travelers coming from Hong Kong, Australia, and Singapore will have to undergo mandatory 14-day quarantine. Okay, so even if the area you're going home to, for example, Metro Manila doesn't require 14 days home quarantine, but if you're coming from a country that has a COVID-19 variant, like Hong Kong, Singapore, and Australia, you would still have to quarantine for 14 days. But not just 3 countries have the new variant. A handful of countries have confirmed cases of the new variant, like Japan, Canada, Denmark, Italy, Iceland, and the Netherlands. But with the IATF resolutions yesterday, December 27, only 3 countries were mentioned. So we'll wait for more information about that. But the Hopkins research said that it's likely that many other countries will report cases soon. Okay? So we'll wait for further information from the IATF. Now this is also something very important to watch out for. So included in the IATF resolutions meetings is that the IATF announced that travel restrictions will be introduced to countries that have recorded COVID-19 variant at the community level. Okay? So if your country has a community transmission records of the new COVID-19 variant, it is very possible that the Philippines might impose a travel restriction from that country. So this is something that we have to watch out for. In the words of the Department of Health Secretary Duque, he said that they will only consider travel ban if the new variant in that country is already at the level of community transmission, like the UK. So in a separate statement, Duque said, or the presidential spokesperson said, that the Philippines will also intensify its various surveillance efforts to determine if the new coronavirus variant is already in the Philippines. So this means that all positive specimens or cases of UK travelers will be forwarded for different laboratories in the Philippines to identify, to detect whether they carry the new COVID variant. Moreover, the palace spokesman, Duterte, said that he is said to meet the cabinet members and other government officials today, to which they will decide or announce that the new quarantine classifications for January. And very important, In the words of the president, he said,
Actually, yung lockdown is a possibility.
Duterte said clearly that the government might be forced to place the Philippines under a lockdown again. So this is very alarming, okay? So we're waiting what are their decisions for today, for the month of January. But we can expect that if this new COVID variant enter the Philippines and starts a community transmission, it's very big possibility that they will undergo a lockdown again. And also, the Philippines eyes Sabah travel ban over new COVID strain. So the Philippines may impose a travel ban to and from Sabah after receiving reports that the new COVID strain has reportedly reached the area. So to those who didn't know, Sabah is occupied by Malaysia but claimed by the Philippines as part of Mindanao. So Sabah is just around 29 hours by boat to Cebu. So officials of Hulo, the southern province of Sulu, this is in Mindanao, asked for a naval blockade and sought assistance from the national government on how to handle the situation. So the local government officials in the area is very worried that this COVID strain might reach their area. The defense secretary recommended the imposition of a travel ban for this area from Sabah, but however, as of posting, the president has yet to issue a definitive order for this matter. So anyone, I remember somebody commented last videos coming from Sabah if they are allowed. So for now, it's this the same restrictions for Sabah travelers or for Malaysian travelers. But watch out because they might impose a travel ban. Okay, so it's this COVID-19 new variant is really introducing travel restrictions all over the world. You know, even Japan took a sharp move and banned all foreign, non-resident foreign nationals entering their country. So as we reach towards the end of 2020, it seems like 2021 is not the end of the tunnel. This new COVID variant really has shook the world and reintroduced again travel restrictions. We thought that it was getting better and now we have this new COVID variant again. So it makes us think, is this new COVID variant just appeared now or has this been around for a long time? So according to Public Health England, the first case known of this new variant was recorded September 20. So this new variant has been around 3 months, but why is the world just acting now about this COVID new variant? We've never heard of this before. Susan Hopkins of the Public Health England said it only became clear that this variant was important only in December. So this COVID-19 or the SARS-CoV-2 mutates all the time. So it's not the first mutation. So even by March, there were already 8 major lineages that were all separating. So in this situation, it was only towards the end of November, it was clear that a certain region in the UK was going against the tide of national restrictions, and they were seeing that despite the restrictions, this area was still having a rise of COVID-19 cases, and then that's when they started to study more and found out that there is already a new COVID variant in that area that is 70% more transmissible. So this new COVID variant only really became important and became a big threat just this December. So now coming to the question whether the COVID-19 vaccine will work against this new variant is still under review. So with the rollout of both like Pfizer, Moderna vaccines in different parts of the world, scientists and medical researchers are still continuously observing its effect on individuals. So both these vaccines were originally developed to, fight or recognize the original strain of COVID-19. Therefore, scientific studies are yet to confirm the effectiveness of these vaccines on the new COVID strain. Anyway, that's all for this video. If you have any more inputs you want to add, comment down below. If there's any changes on these updates, I will make a video. And I want to say Happy New Year in advance, despite all of these things. What we only have is hope. I pray that 2021 please be good to us. I hope that governments have learned all their lessons. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you again with another update. Bye!